Uh, Great mentality to start the game. Got a great first goal, um, and we've got to do better in that next 5-minute, 10-minute phase of keeping our foot on the gas and our concentration high, because we gave them a leaky turnover in midfield and some positional play that put them back in the game. And that's the importance of mentality when you score and go up in the lead, is playing with the lead and heightening your concentration, heightening your effort levels, heightening everything. Everything about the game has got to get heightened and not dropped. And that's where teams, again, across the board, you ask any coach in the world, right? Every team is trying to get a mentality with the lead to keep a foot on the gas pedal. And it's mental. It's mental, and we're trying to challenge them. And I challenged them at halftime. I said, if you get the third goal, keep your foot on the gas, keep the mentality high, and they did that. So there's a breakthrough for me. But that was a quality team in Alta. I mean, credit to them. They have some weaponry, and they play some good football, and they didn't make it easy for us. We had some ebbs and flows in the game, but ultimately I was pleased with how we were able to turn the game back into our favor, and especially late, I thought our mentality, our tackling, our desire, transitions behind the ball, dealing with crosses, everything was top notch. So I'm really, really proud of who we became in the late stages of the game.
Just wondered, how did the result on Saturday affect your preparation and approach to this game?
Well, we looked at it and we were honest with it. The guys knew that it wasn't good enough and it was unacceptable. But if you look at, I mean, it could have been a very different result had we punished them early in that game, and we didn't. But you can never give up 5. You can never. That's just so. It was a game that you never want to see your teams have. But when you get a response like tonight, and hopefully what we're going to see here on Saturday, they came out the next day and they trained like animals. So they had a choice. They could have felt sorry for themselves after a 5-0 result and walked out there heads down and droopy-eyed. But they came out and were warriors on the day, and I thought they were warriors tonight. And I mean they were getting after it. So that's response. That's response, and that says a lot about our squad. And we didn't. We're so much better than losing 5-0. We knew that, and I think our guys know that we're much better than what that result was. Sometimes you got to flush a game.
I don't think the NEC, congratulations for the win in Miami, in the San Diego, and now other win. So Real Soleil is in front of you, and we see the defender line. You have the line, you have the animation, because it's a lot of rotation of the players in the lineups.
Yeah, we got to get guys turned around. There's going to be some guys that played some heavy minutes tonight that are going to be called upon. That's where we are as far as the roster right now. We are getting the likes of, Pitar back in the mix this week, and Paxton. So we've got some weapons of our own coming into the fold here, which will only strengthen us. Farfan's not ready yet. He's probably a few weeks away, but he's progressing nicely. Leget's a few weeks away, progressing good. But we're going to get some guys back, and it's going to make the level of play more competitive, our training environment more competitive. And we have a deep group. We have a really solid, deep roster that these guys know they have to get after it on the training field in order to earn their job on the weekend. And that's what I expect. That's what I always expect. And so really looking forward to, again, we got to get them turned around physically. A few guys like Osasi, who we were hoping to maybe get some rest for, but the game was too tight and we felt like he needed to go the distance. So guys like that, we were able to get Shaq out at halftime, save him, Lucho out at 60. So we had some rotational minutes, ready in the fold that we wanted to abide by, no matter what the scoreline, so we could be at our full strength on Saturday.
Today, Lucho scored the first goal. Did you finally what position he's played? Because most of the time he's moving. Sometimes you put one player next to him. Sometimes it's a long.
I think he just did a great job of understanding on the switch of play where his position needed to be on the back post, and he beat everybody to that thought process. The ball goes out to Shaq, and that's why he's there in front of the defenders because he saw the play happening before. That's what Lucho's special quality is he sees the game 2 steps ahead, right? Whereas a lot of players, that ball switches play, and then they don't start running until Shaq picks his head up. They're not there in time. He started bolting to the back side, knowing when Shaq was picking his head up and when the delivery was going to be made. That's the difference in levels of play, is how early people see things. And Lucho sees it quickly. So he's going to sniff, he's going to find his way. But for me, the biggest thing for him is confidence, his confidence to find the goal.
Hey, Eric, what was your general message going into this Open Cup run to the team, knowing the club's history in this tournament and its importance overall?
5 finals. 5 finals ahead of them, now 4. And they've got to play every one like a final. Like it's not like league where you get to make mistakes and you got a game the next week. You get punished in this format if you lose, you're out, right? So the heightened concentration, the mentality, the effort, all of it's got to be here and you can't take plays off. It's tournament format, and I love this format because of that nature, because of the pressure. So they got 4 finals left. That's how I've disguised it is every time we play, we're gonna go to New York next week, and it's another final.
The Shaq sub was planned, not an injury or anything?
Correct.
Thank you. Coach, I believe Diego Garcia and his debut not too long with the team. Your thoughts on what you thought on that?
It's deserved. The kid is growing in front of our eyes and in all the right ways, and so this was his night to get his debut, and he's going to have plenty more coming down the road. We'll take a look at it. I think there was a little nerves, right? There was a couple little giveaways that for a young guy getting his debut is natural, but what Diego, if you look at what his response was to his turnovers, nobody gets behind the ball harder and faster than he does. So that his response mentality is top level, and that's why I don't worry about his mistakes because of the warriorhood getting behind it.
Coach, yes. Coach, how does it feel to play at home again after 3 away games and also with a victory?
Yeah, I mean, this is what we want. We want to win every game here. We know that this is what's you have to do. And so for me tonight, it's great for our psyche to get the win going into Saturday, right? And so hopefully, this gives our guys a lot of confidence to come out against Salt Lake front-footed and be the aggressors and going after 3 points in front of our home crowd and accomplishing that and not settling for anything less.